Tonight's captain for the Hawks is senior number 12, Ross James. Captains for Park Place are number 5, senior Josh Jones. Number 7, senior. The captains take the field here tonight between the game between the Park Place Christian Academy Crusaders and the Hartfield Hawks. Team captain for the Hawks will be number 12, Ross James, and captains for the Crusaders will be number 7, Keanu Thames, and number 5, Josh Jones. Looks like Hartfield has won the toss and elected to receive. Hartfield has won the toss and decided to accept the kickoff. Your Hawks have taken the field here tonight as they run out onto the field. Ten state championships in multiple sports. More than championships, Dr. Cole's heart was to spread the gospel through everything he did, especially through his love of sports. He modeled a love for Christ and others every day with the way he lived his life, in the manner that he led our coaching staff, and in his daily interaction with our students and our families. One of Dr. Cole's desires was to see Hartfield have a new playing field for our student athletes and teams. He worked hard over this past year to make this evening a reality. Tonight, on the evening of this first game played at Community Bank Field, we want to take this moment to honor the life of Dr. Joe Cole and recognize and thank his wife, who was also a valued member of the Hartfield faculty, Melissa Cole. Joining Melissa this evening is her son David and his wife Caroline. Making a special presentation to Melissa are several of her students: Peyton Elliott, Sam Martin, Will Edwards, and football player Tyler Sheffield, who is presenting Melissa with an honorary helmet. This season, the Hawk football team is dedicating their effort to the Lord and the legacy of Dr. Joe Cole. Melissa, we love you and are thankful for Joe and his impact on each of our lives and our schools. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in showing appreciation and support this evening for Dr. Joe Cole. Now, if you will, please remove your headgear, remain standing for tonight's invocation given by Hartfield's Spiritual Life Director, Vincent Ingram, followed by the playing of our national anthem by junior Garrett Fowler. Garrett serves as a leader for Hartfield worship. Let's pray.
Father, we thank you so much for your love and grace. God, we thank you for Dr. Joe Cole and his legacy that he's left behind, the leadership that we were allowed to have for a few years, and how you have blessed so many people through his life and will continue to bless so many people through his legacy. We thank you for his family. We thank you for Melissa. Thank you for David. And we thank you for the rest of the family. And God, we just pray your blessings on each and every one of them. We thank you for who they are, for what they mean to us, and what they mean to you, and how they continue to live out the life and legacy of Dr. Cole in everything that they do. God, thank you for the time that we had with him. May you continue to bless the Cole family. May you bless everyone here tonight. May we have an incredible time. May the athletes play incredibly hard, be safe from injury, and may we honor you in all that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Guitar pedal. That's what it was. I was on it. I've never seen a wireless one. I got shot now.
All right, as we get ready to start our game tonight, both teams take the field in anticipation of opening kickoff. On the kick for the Crusaders will be number 22, Presley Craddock.
Shane Sherman, Stuart Sexton, Matt Toler, Lee Dawkins, and the head coach of the Hawks in his first season is Fred Bowman.
All right. Number 1, Brandon Buckalter, and number 2, Carson Seed back deep to receive for the Hawks.
One, Buckalter, and 2, Side to return for Hartfield.
The kick is off and kick is good. Caught by number 17 for the Hawks, returned up the right side and is brought down around the 42-yard line. Hawks will take over there for their first offensive drive this game.
First and 10 Hartfield at the 43-yard line. 42-yard line, pardon.
Elliott back to take the snaps for the Hawks. He takes first snap of the game and hands off to the left side. The fake, runs it up the middle on a read option for a gain of about 5 yards. Result in a second, about 6 for the Hawks. They look to get that run game established early. Drop back to pass. He throws deep to the left side, caught by number 22, Gardner for the Hawks. Resulting in a first down around the 23-yard line for the Hawks as the Crusaders must have had a busted coverage or something of that sort as number 22 was wide open.
38-yard pickup on the play. First and 10 Hartfield at the 20.
All right, handoff to Davis on the right side, who bounces it outside and is brought down by number 3, Braden Stewart. It'll be a gain of about 3 for the Hawks.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Second and 6 from the 17.
Hartfield looking to go to the right side to Buckalter, who brings that one in the back corner for a touchdown. The Hawks will take a 1-touchdown lead here on their first drive of the first quarter.
Winner after attempt. Held by 12 games. They get by 45 at top.
All right, number 45 on for Hartfield to attempt the PAT. That's an Adcock. At the snap, the hold and kick is up, and kick looks to be good. Waiting for the call, and they signaled it good. So your Hartfield Hawks will take a 7-0 lead early in the first half as they look to give the ball back to the Crusaders. The Crusaders return team already on the field as they have number 3, Braden Stewart, and number 5, Josh Jones, deep to return. All right, number 45, Weston Adcock on the kick for the Hawks.
45 Weston Adcock, kickoff for Hartfield.
The kickoff is off. This will be caught by number 3, Braden Stewart. Return up the middle. He cuts outside. Makes a couple men miss. Is ultimately brought out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Crusaders offense will trot onto the field for their first possession of this game. Looking to bounce back and put something in as Hartfield went up early in this one. Bryson Shupin at quarterback to man the Park Place offense here tonight.
Bryson Shoup at quarterback for Hartfield.
Crusaders look to pass on the first play. Complete to number 9, Brady Stewart, for about a 9-yard gain that should result in about a 2nd and 1 for your Crusaders.
Shoup's pass complete to 9. Crusaders. Pick up of 8. 9 yards. Second down.
After an empty set, the Crusaders
Tackle by
go back to a running back into the backfield. And a handoff, or QB keeper onto the right side, and it's fumbled by Shoot. Looks as he has fallen on it and recovered it, so that should result in a first down for your Crusaders. It'll be a 1st and 10 from about the 36-yard line for the Crusaders.
Three, the first down for Park Place.
They quickly hurry back to the line here. Try to get a tempo going. A motion left by Stewart. Ball is given, and Stewart cuts upfield for a short gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
Tackled by Buckhalter. Pick up a 4. Second down and 6 at the 39.
2nd and 7 here for your Crusaders. Handoff to Jones. Quarterback keeper to the left side. That'll be Shoot for a gain of about 15.
Carry by Shoot.
It'll result in a first down for your Crusaders.
Tackled by 22 Garner and 7 Myers. Ball placed at the 43. First down, Park Place.
Crusaders quickly back to the line here. Motion right by Thames. It'd be a direct run from quarterback by Braden Stewart. As he gets to the outside, he's pushed out of bounds at about the 29-yard line, resulting in another first down for your Crusaders.
Pushed out of bounds by 7 Myers. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. First down and 10, Park Place.
Empty backfield look here for your Crusaders. Look for a screen pass to the right side to Jones. Brought down quickly for about a 1-yard loss on the play. Be a 2nd and 11 attempt now for your Crusaders.
30, Colton Bradley, loss of a yard, second down to 11 at the 30.
We have 8:08 left here in the first quarter on this second down attempt. Be Crusaders in the backfield to shoot. There'd be a handoff to the right side. Crusaders tries to get it outside, but it's wrapped up for a loss of 2 or 3 yards. That'll back your Crusaders up even more here for this third down attempt. Let's see what the offensive coaches can draw up here to try to get a first down. And a 4-wide look for the Crusaders. Single back. Hartfield looks like they're possibly bringing the blitz on this one. They get Crusaders off the right side, who tries to get outside but is broadened down after a gain of about 4 or 5 yards, resulting in a fourth down for your Crusaders. See if your Crusaders will attempt this field goal, or if they'll go ahead and try for the first down here. Looks like the offense is still on the field. Looks like they're going to risk it and try for that first down. Shoot takes a snap, looks to pass, throws it to Josh Jones. Pass is broken up by number 30, Colton Bradley of the Hawks. It'll be a turnover on downs. Your Hawks will take over at about the 27-yard line.
First and 10 Hartfield at the 27.
Hartfield takes the snap, hands off right side to number 18, who's tripped up and broadened down for a loss of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. That'll be number 52, Hootie Jeffries on the tackle.
Tackle by 5 Jones. Loss of 6 on the play. Second down, 16.
That'll be a second and about 15 here for your Hawks. They take the snap, look to pass, rolls out, and is brought down by number 17, Keanu Timms. That'll be a big play here for your Crusaders. That'll push the Hawks back to a third and about resulting about a third and about 27 for the Hawks as their offensive coaches look to draw up anything that could possibly get them the first down here. Quarterback takes a snap, looks right side, and is brought down by number 17, Keanu Timms, yet again for another sack. That'll result in a 4th down for the Hartfield Hawks. And Park Place defense come out big there after a tackle for a loss and a couple of sacks. The Hawks will be forced to punt from inside their own 5-yard line.
To punt for the Hawks, number 12, Ross James.
And number 10, Josh Sykes, back to return for the Crusaders.
Timeout, Hartfield.
Be a timeout for the Hawks here. They look to talk this one over.
Their first of the first half.
So, coaches, I guess, are in the far room, and the AC's in the far room. So, as soon as I saw that door shut, I was like, it's about to get hot. Both teams back on here. Sykes deep to return for the Crusaders. Say number 42 back to punt for the Hawks. There's a flag on the field. Wait for the official call. Looks to be on the Hawks. That'll back them up a little bit farther. They don't have much more room to go. That ball's almost touching the end zone. All right, number 10, Josh Sykes. Number 3, Braden Stewart, back to return the punt for your Crusaders. They're recovered by number 3, Braden Stewart. Run down at about the 47-yard line. That's where your Crusaders would take over for their second drive of this game. Crusaders looking to get a little bit more going offensively as they started out good but stalled out around the 30-yard line, looking to punch this one in for a score and tie this ball game up. Crusaders showing a empty set here. Shoot drops back to pass. Quick pass to number 9, Crusaders, who's hit immediately but holds on to that ball for a gain of about 5 yards. Be a second of 5 for the Crusaders. Showing that empty set again, as they'll most likely look to pass this ball. Shoot. The quarterback draw to the left side, is able to squeeze his way through and fall for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards for a Park Place first down. Park Place quarterback Bryson Shoup is on the ground as he looks to have a right arm injury of sorts. Be possibly a big hit for your Crusaders as we look and see what exactly is going on with him, and hopefully he'll be able to return to this ball game shortly. Number 9, Crusaders in for the Crusaders at quarterback after Shoup has walked off the field. Let's see what Crusaders brings to this Crusader offense. Crusaders drops back to pass, throws to number 3, Braden Stewart, but it's knocked around by a couple Hawks and ultimately falls to the ground. That'd be resulting in a second down for your Crusaders. The ball at the 30-yard line with just 3:25 left to play in the first quarter. Crusaders back, awaiting the snap. There's gets the snap. There's a quick pass to number 3, Braden Stewart on the right side. It brought him down after a gain of just a few.
Crusaders pass complete. 3, Braden Stewart. Tackled by 7, Tatum Myers. Ball at the 29-yard line. Third down and 9.
Resulting in a 3rd and 9 attempt here for your Crusaders. We look to see what they draw up here. Crusaders still in, taking snaps at quarterback for the Crusaders. Had a motion right by Tame. His hand off to the right side. Tries to cut up field, but is brought down after about a 1 or 2 yard gain, resulting in a 4th and about 6 or 7 for your Crusaders. We'll see if they'll risk it again and go for it, or if they'll bring the kicker out on the field. With a look at things, I anticipate the 4th down attempt. Crusaders and Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. Crusaders drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket. Is able to get the ball off. Caught by number 3, Braden Stewart on the sideline. That'll be a first down for your Crusaders. Crusaders almost brought down there, but just able to get that pass off last minute to an open receiver in Stewart.
First and 10, Park Place.
And Shoup back in at quarterback for the Crusaders. Jones on a run up the left side, resulting in a short gain of about 2 to 3 yards for the Crusaders.
Tackled by 30, Colton Bradley. Pickup of 2. Second down 8.
Crusaders with the ball at about the 12-yard line, looking to stick this one in here. They do have a little bit of room to gain another first down before putting this ball in. Shoot, drops back to pass, rolls right, avoids a tackler. Is able to get this one off to Stewart, who high points it for a touchdown. That'll be a touchdown for your Park Place Crusaders as they look to tie this one up. It was a beautiful ball and a great catch by the Crusaders, an all-around team effort. It's like the Crusaders will send their kicker out to attempt this PAT. It'll be number 22, Presley Craddock, on for the attempt. Holder number 9, Brady Cruthers. We have the snap, the hold, and the kick is up, and the kick appears to be good. Official call on the field, and that kick is good. That'll leave us at a 7-7 ball game here with 1:09 left to go in the first quarter as the Crusaders take the field to kick the ball back off to the Hawks. Alrighty, as both teams have taken the field, number 1, Buckalter, and number 2, Side back to deep to return for the Hawks. Number 22, Craddock on to kick for the Crusaders. Craddock most likely will look for a little pooch kick off to the left side as he usually does, but we'll see what he breaks out here on this special teams kickoff attempt. Alrighty, and that's pooched off to the left side, bobbled around, ultimately in the hands of number 22 for the Hawks. As he breaks a couple tackles and is able to break free as he goes to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for your Hawks as they quickly strike back here tonight. It's just a going to be a 13-7 ball game as the Hawks special teams comes on to attempt this PAT. Be number 45 on the kick for the Hawks. Snap, hold, and kick is up. And kick looks to be no good, as that'll be a 13-7 ball game after the Hawks missed the PAT. 55 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Crusaders return team on as number 3, Braden Stewart, and number 10, Josh Sykes, deep to return for the Crusaders. It's like Miles Owens, number 2, might be back there as well. Let's see where this kick is placed and who returns it. Adcock's kick is off. It's caught by, or fumbled by Sykes. It's fallen on by Stewart at about the 15-yard line. There's a scary spot there for the Crusaders, but luckily they were able to fall on that one and keep possession of that ball. Offense will take the field to take over, not the greatest field position, but they'll take over here at the 15-yard line. All right. Shoot. In at quarterback for the Crusaders on this drive as anticipated. Cruthers in the backfield with him. And a handoff up the middle to Cruthers. He's able to evade a couple tackles for about a gain of about 7 or 8 yards here for the Crusaders. Looks to be a 2nd down and 2 here for the Crusaders. Hartfield blitz off the left side. A swing pass thrown to number 3, Stewart, but is bobbled around and dropped, that resulting in an incomplete pass for the Crusaders. 3rd and 2 here for the Crusaders with just 18 seconds left to go in the quarter. There's a big 3rd down play here for your Crusaders as they desperately need this 1st down. Look to have an offsides on the Hartfield defense. We'll wait and see what the official call on the field is. That will result in a 1st down for your Crusaders. So your Crusaders will take over the 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. That's probably one of the easiest ways right there to get a 1st down. Crusaders lined up in an empty set. 5 receivers out. Shoup takes the pass, drops back to pass, throws deep to number 10, Braden Stewart, who's picked off by number 1, Brandon Buckalter. Takes it down the left side. As he hits the sideline, he's brought out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Have a flag on the field. Looks to be a late hit on the Crusaders. The Hawks will take over possession at the ball. At least they'll probably take over possession around the 10-yard line, but wait to see what the official spot on the field is. The official spot is about the 13-yard line as the Hawks offense will come back on.
1st and 10 Hawks at the 13-yard line.
Number 5 back at quarterback. Elliott, he hands off to the right side to number 18, who breaks a tackle but breaks loose and is ultimately brought down by number 5, Josh Jones. His 1st week back here for the Crusaders. And that'll conclude our 1st quarter here of play as the Hawks lead the Crusaders 13-7. Alrighty, and both teams back on the field. Here's we resume play in the start of the 2nd quarter. Your Hartfield Hawks on offense, Crusaders on defense. As Elliott is back at quarterback for the Hawks, and number 18, Davis, is at running back. He drops back to pass. Pass is broken up by number 2, Miles Owens. That'll result in a 3rd down for the Hawks. About a 3rd and about 12 for the Hawks. Crusaders looking to put up a big big red zone stand here. He drops back to pass. Throws to number 22. That pass is overthrown. As Miles Owens is defense in coverage there, but quarterback just gave the receiver no chance to catch that one there. As the Hawks look to bring out their special teams and attempt this kick, it'll be number 45 Adcock on the kick for the Hawks.
32-yard field goal attempt.
Number 12 Ross James on the hold.
The kick by Adcock.
The kick is up, and the kick looks to be good for the Hawks, as that kick is good. Hawks will take a 16-7 lead here early in the second quarter.
The score is Hartfield Academy Hawks 16, Hartfield Crusaders 7.
No more mistakes.
Ready? Back deep to return for the Crusaders will be number 3 Braden Stewart, number 10 Josh Sykes, and number 2 Miles Owens. Crusaders looking to clean up their special teams after a bobble on the last kickoff. Looking to get a clean catch and a clean return here so the offense can take over and do what the offense does.
For the Hawks.
Or 45 Adcock on the kick here for the Hawks. The kick is off. The kick is a short little pooch kick over to the left side, caught by Sykes. Returned up the left side as he's able to break free a little bit. Is brought down close to the 50-yard line at about the 47. Number 45 Adcock looks to be a man who brought him down there. There'll be a big return there for your Crusaders as the offense trots on and is enjoying their good field position.
Hawks place at the 48-yard line. First and 10, Park Place.
Alrighty, Shoop and Cruthers in the backfield for the Crusaders. He's got a handoff to the right side as Cruthers is brought down pretty quickly by number 18 for the Hawks. It'll be number 18, Davis. It'll be a loss of about 3 for the Crusaders. It'll be a 2nd and 13 here for your Crusaders. Cruthers is off the field, and Jones is coming in at running back for the Crusaders. A handoff to the right side for Jones, brought him down for a gain of about 1 there. The result in the 3rd and about 12 for your Crusaders.
Tackle by 18, Davis, and 14, Keselowski. Ball to 45, 3rd and 14.
It'll be a 3rd and 13 attempt here for 3rd and about 13 here for your Crusaders. The Shoop drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Is brought down for a small gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 4th down for your Crusader offense. That should be like the punt team is coming out here. So Crusaders will give this one back to the Hawks and hope that their defense can keep the Hawks where they're currently sitting.
15, Shoop.
Be number 15, Shoop, on the punt here for the Crusaders. Buckhalter inside, back deep to return. Had a fumbled the snap, and Shoop just falls on it and takes his loss. Ball, Hawks will take over here at about the 28-yard line. They've managed to gain really good field position. Ball at the 30-yard line for the Hawks. Elliott and Davis in the backfield for the Hawks. The handoff up the middle to Davis, who makes a few men miss and is able to break that one off to the right side. That'll result in another touchdown for the Hawks. They'll take a 22-7 lead here as their special teams trots on to attempt this extra point. And number 45, Adcock on the attempt to kick here for the Hawks. Number 12, Ross James on the hold. We have the hold and the kick is up. Kick is good. Hawks will take a 23-7 lead here with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
That's how they won last week's special team. They made 2 touchdowns tonight off the special team.
All right, number 2, Miles Owens. Number 3, Braden Stewart. And 10, Josh Sykes. Deep to return here for your Crusaders. Number 45, Adcock, is on as the kicker for the Hawks. Kick is off. Ball is into the end zone for a touchback. The Crusaders will take over the 20-yard line. Crusaders offense looking to get some points back as they've fallen behind here tonight. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Crusaders line up with an empty set. Shoop in the backfield all by himself. Shoop throws to number 5, Josh Jones, but pass is broken up. The result is 2nd and 10 for your Crusaders. Shoot back there by himself again on 2nd down as he takes the snap. Looks to quarterback draw off to the left side. As he breaks a couple and brought down for a short gain of about 2 yards here. Brought down by Buckhalter on the play. Resulting in a 3rd and 8 here for your Crusaders. Have 8:59 left to go here in the second half as the Crusaders look for a big first down on 3rd down here. Like to have a timeout by the Crusaders here. It'll be their first timeout of the half. Right, both teams back on the field after we had a timeout by the Crusaders. Shoup and Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders on this 3rd and 8 attempt. Shoup drops back to pass. Throws the ball to number 7, Timms, who hits him in the hands but is not able to hold on to that one. Resulting in 4th down for your Crusaders. The Crusaders look to punt the ball back to the Hawks here. Number 1, Buckhalter, number 2, Seed back deep to return for the Hawks.
To return for Hartfield.
And a good snap here, and the punt is off. Be caught by number 2, Seed, who takes it back to the right side. Is ultimately brought down by number 8, Brandon McCullough on the tackle. Hawks will take over possession of the ball about the 31-yard line. Or excuse me, about the 33-yard line. Elliott and Davis in the backfield for the Hawks. And the Hawks drop back to pass, swing it to the left side to number 22. Makes a man miss. He's able to cut outside. And he's able to gain for about 12 or 13 there for the 1st down for the Hawks. Number 22, Cruz Garner for the Hawks 1st down. Be a run outside as he cuts up the middle. Number 18, Davis, in for a touchdown for the Hawks. Number 45, Adcock on the kick. Number 12, Ross James on the hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. The Hartfield Hawks will take a 30-7 lead here with 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. Right, and on to return for the Crusaders is number 10, Sykes, number 3, Braden Stewart, and number 2, Miles Owens. Number 45 back on the kick for the Hawks. That kick is off. That kick is into the end zone for a touchback as the Crusaders will take over at the 20-yard line. That offense looking to get anything going here as they've started out good but have stalled out here in the 2nd quarter.
What time?
8-11. Alrighty. Shooting crew thirds in the backfield for the Crusaders. And the handoff, or fake handoff to the right side, as Shoop will keep the ball, breaks a couple tackles, but is ultimately brought down for no gain at about the 20-yard line. It'll be a second and about 10-11 for your Crusaders here. That's not quite the spark that they were looking for here on this first down attempt. Shooping Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoop drops back to pass. Looks to the right side, passes to Jones. That ball is dropped. That'll result in a third down for your Crusaders. Be a 3rd and 10 for your Crusaders. With 7:29 left to go in the second half. Crusaders in need of a score here. All right, Schumann Jones stay in the backfield for the Crusaders. The Hawks look to be bringing a blitz up the middle. They are. Offensive line is able to pick it up decently as Shoop steps up in the pocket and keeps the ball. Is fumbled, recovered by number 30, and that is taken in for another touchdown for the Hawks. It was number 30, Colton Bradley for the Hawks. Fumble by number 15, Bryce Shoop on that play. As the special teams take the field for the PAT. Number 12, Ross James on the hold, and number 42. Or 45, Weston Adcock on the kick. And the holding kick is up. Kick is good for the Hawks. Hawks will take a 37-7 lead here with 7:17 left to go in the second half. Park Place offense is really stalled out here in this second quarter. Giving it back to the Hawks in good field position and poor turnovers as the Crusaders just look to get sparking energy going here on this drive. Hopefully turn this one around. Number 45, Adcock on the kickoff here for the Hawks. They have number 10, Josh Sykes, number 2, Miles Owens. That looks to be number... All right, kick is off. Kick is caught by Josh Sykes, who returns it to about the 30-yard line and is brought down and tackled by a host of Hawks. Park Place offense will take over. A little better field position than the last two drives. Hopefully that'll spark this offense into getting something going here.
Ball marked at the 31, first down and 10.
Shooping crew thirds in the backfield for the Crusaders. Jet sweep to the right side to Keanu Timms, who breaks that one outside. He's down the right sideline, makes a man miss. He's ultimately brought down at about the 44 or 46-yard line. That'll result in a first down for your Crusaders, and hopefully the spark that they needed offensively to get this one rolling in the right direction. Right, another motion by Timms here. Fakes handoff and Shoop keeps it on the right side. Makes a couple men miss and Ultimately gains about 8 or 9 yards there on that one. That'll result in a 2nd and short here for your Crusaders.
Tackle by 53, Jake Clark. Pick up a 7, 2nd down 3.
Shoop takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left side, and brought down for little to no gain, and maybe even a loss there. Brought down by number 8 for the Hawks, Cooper Stroud. That'll result in a 3rd and about 2.5, 3 yards here for the Crusaders. We'll see what they draw up offensively to get this first down. Shoop and Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoop takes a snap, drop backs to pass, throws a quick pass over to the right side to number 1, Wooden. That pass is broken up by number 4, Tyler Sheffield for the Hawks. That'll result in a 4th down for your Crusaders. See if they'll keep that offense on the field or if they'll bring out that special teams. Already gone for it twice here on 4th down tonight. We'll see if they'll make that one a 3rd. And that offense has stayed on the field, so Crusaders will go for this 4th down attempt as Shoop is in at quarterback and Jones is in at running back. Shoop takes a pass, drives back to pass, throws to number 10, Josh Sykes, who's brought down by Sheffield brought down by Buckalter at about the 26-yard line. Sykes a little slow getting up there. Hopefully he's just a little shook up and be able to stay on the field for the Crusaders. He's been a big part of their offense so far this year in the receiving game.
1st and 10, Park Place.
There's a timeout by the official timeout on the field as both teams go to their respective sideline to get some water. It is a very hot evening out here tonight. All right, Crusaders and the Hawks back on the field for this 1st down attempt. The Crusaders will have a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line with 5.5 minutes left to go here in this 2nd quarter. Crusaders looking for a big score here as they need this one to be able to try to fight and claw their way back into this one. Shoop and Crusaders in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoop takes the pass, hands off up the middle to Crusaders, who's able to break free for a gain of about 6 yards. It'd be a 2nd and about 4 for your Crusaders, or for your Crusaders. Shoop and Crusaders remain in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoop hands off left side to Crusaders. As Crusaders able to bounce that one outside and is tackled by Buckhalter. It looks like Crusaders was able to get that 1st down there, so Crusaders will take over 1st and 10 at about the 14-yard line. Crusaders are offense starting to be able to put a little bit together here on this drive. If they're able to stick this one in here, it'll be a big score for them. Shoop and Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. A motion right by Timms. The hands off to Timms as Timms tries to make a cut up field, but is ultimately brought down after a small gain.
7 10s on the carry.
Initially looked good, but not able to hold on to a couple of blocks on that right side and brought him down for a short gain here.
Smith on the tackle.
Be a second and about 6 yards for the Crusaders here with 3:50 left to go in the first half. Motion left by Wooden. Shoot keeps it up the middle for a small gain that'll result in about 2-yard gain for the Crusaders. It'll be out of 3rd and 3 here for your Crusaders.
14, Jeselowski, 8, Stroud on the tackle. Third down, 4.
Motion right by McCullough. Ball is given to Jones up the middle. He's brought down just short of the first down, resulting in a 4th down for your Crusaders.
14, Jeselowski.
Jones's helmet came off on that attempt, so he'll have to exit the field. The Crusaders are going to go for it here on 4th down. As with the deficit of the game right now, 3 points isn't going to help them too much. Crusaders in the backfield with Shoop. The Crusaders are in a bunch set. Look back over their sideline to get the signal here. And a motion left side. Wooden. Ball's handed off. Wooden looks to have some room. He looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. A result in a 1st down for your Crusaders at about the 1-yard line. Crusaders going to have 4 attempts here to get this one in. See if they're able to do so. Touchdown. All right, shooting Crusaders in the backfield for the Crusaders. They have 4 wide receivers on the field. Run up the middle to Crusaders as he fighting claws his way, and he looks to be in for a touchdown for the Crusaders. Crusaders desperately needed that one there, and Crusaders was able to put it in and get that 6 points for them with 2:21 left to go here in the 2nd quarter.
1-yard touchdown run by 9, Brady Crusaders.
And number 9, Brady Cruthers on for the hold, and number 2, Presley Craddock on to kick the PAT.
Holding on the extra point, 9, Crusaders. Kicking 22, Presley Craddock.
All right, we got the hold. And that one was bobbled a little bit, but we have a whistle on the field, so we'll see what the call is on the field.
Penalty flag on the attempt offsides in Hartfield.
All right, Craddock's kick is up. Craddock's kick is through, so that will be a good kick here for the Crusaders. As after the score, the Hawks still lead the Crusaders 37-14 here with 2:21 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
14.
Righty. Both teams, special teams, looking to take the field here as the Crusaders are kicking back off to the Hawks. Number 2, Presley Craddock on the kick for the Crusaders. Alrighty, Buckhalter, number 1, Brandon Buckhalter, number 3, Clayton Condon back deep to return for the Hawks. So we're sure we'll get a short kick here. It's recovered on the front line by number 14 for the Hawks. He's able to cut that one upfield. It's ultimately brought down at about the 50-yard line as the Crusaders struggle to get him to the ground there.
14, Jake Kozlowski with the return. Tackled by 52, Houston after
A Hartfield offense will take over possession at the 49-yard line. They're working with the short field here. That'll be a flag on your Crusaders. That'll be an offsides on the defense. That'll give the Hawks a free 5 yards here, a penalty that the Crusaders did not need here at this stage in the game.
offside on Park Place, 5-yard penalty. First down at 5.
Hawks drop back to pass here. Throw one to the right side to Brandon Buckalter. That one's caught. Brought down and in for a touchdown for the Hawks as Crusaders just couldn't keep up with Brandon Buckalter on that one. The Hawks will take a 43-14 lead here as they run on to attempt this PAT. It'd be number 45, Weston Adcock on the kick. Number 12, Ross James on for the hold for the Hawks.
45, Adcock to kick the PAT on the hold at 12. James.
That kick is up, and that kick is good for Adcock. So that'll give the Hawks a 44-14 lead here with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Crusaders offense really needs to stick one in here before the half if they want any chance here in the second half tonight, as they've taken a big deficit here in the second quarter. Alrighty, looks like we have number 10, Josh Sykes, number 2, Miles Owens, number 8, Brandon McCullough back deep to return for the Crusaders. Number 45, Adcock on the kick for the Hawks. As Adcock's kick is off, that kick is deep. Caught by number 2, Miles Owens, who tries to cut that one outside, but it's brought down about the 20-yard line. Not a big return here for your Crusaders. We're able to bring that one out to the 20-yard line, so you can't complain too much about that one. Crusaders offense will take the ball, shoot, looking to man his offense and stick this one in for a touchdown before the half. Get some energy rolling into that second half. Pass to the right side to Crusaders, who's hit immediately, but is able to break that one for a small gain of about yard and a half here. About a second and 8, second and 9 for the Crusaders.
73, Smith. 18, Davis on the tackle. Pick up of 1, second down 9.
All right, Shubin Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. He hands off, or fakes a handoff to the left side and cuts up field on a read option. Shub able to gain about 7 or 8 yards on that run. So that'll lead the Crusaders with about a 3rd and 2 here.
18, Davis on the tackle.
And a minute 10 left here in the second half as the Crusaders offense is going to probably look to get this first down here and then possibly go deep and get a score before we enter halftime. All right, we got Shupin Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shupin quarterback, Jones at running back. Just hand off right side to Jones. He cuts upfield and is able to fall for close to a first down here. As we'll see where they spot him and see what they give the Crusaders here on this third down attempt. So they possibly could have enough for this first down. Looks like they'll spot him a little bit short. Initially, it looked like they were going to give it to him, but all right, we got 10 seconds left here in the half. We'll see if the Crusaders will take a shot or if they'll take this one into half. Looks like they're just going to take it into half. All right, so that will conclude our first half here as the Hartfield Hawks lead the Park Place Christian Academy Crusaders 44-14. Alrighty, back here in the second half as both teams have taken the field here for the opening kickoff of the second half. Number 45, Adcock, on the kickoff for the Hawks. At number 10, Josh Sykes. Number 2, Miles Owens. And number 3, Braden Stewart. Deep to receive for the Crusaders. Alright. Kick is off. Right down the middle. Caught by number 10, Sykes, about the 5-yard line. He takes this one up the center of the field. Brought down by a host of Hawks at about the 25-yard line. Be decent field position. Start off first drive of the second half for your Crusaders. Crusaders offense right onto the field. Man, led by their quarterback, number 15, Bryson Shoup. All right, Shoup and Crusaders will be in the backfield for the Crusaders. Tim's at a halfback position. Shoup takes a snap, drops back to pass. Goes deep to number 3, Braden Stewart. That ball is caught as he breaks free. Down to the 30, 20, 15 is brought down at about the 12-yard line. A big gain for your Crusaders on their first play of the second half. Stewart looks to be shaken up a little bit after that tackle on the big play. As he'll walk over to the sideline to get checked out with the trainer of the Park Place offense. Will continue what they just started on that big play. Alrighty, Shoup and Crusaders stay in the backfield for the Crusaders on this 1st and 10 attempt from about the 13-yard line. At a timeout for your Crusaders. It'll be Park Place's first timeout of the half. Crusaders looking for a big score here, as hopefully this one could propel them back into this game. And all right, Crusaders offense is back on the field. Looks like we have a flag of sorts on the field down to the far right side. Let's see if that one just fell out of his pocket or if we actually have a flag on the field. Looks like it just fell out of old Stripes' pockets. As we'll resume play here. Shoup and Crusaders in the backfield for the Crusaders. First down attempt from the 13-yard line. Their second play of the half. We got a motion left by Owens. So Owens cuts that one upfield. He's brought down hard around the 10-yard line by number 1, Brandon Buckhalter. It'll be a gain of about 3 for your Crusaders, resulting in about a 2nd and 7. They will have substitution at running back as Jones is in for the Crusaders. Lone back with Shoup in the backfield. Shoup takes a snap, hands off to Jones up the middle. Jones wiggles around and is brought down at about the 9-yard line. That'll be about a 1-yard gain for your Crusaders, resulting in about a 2nd and, or about a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Crusaders, a big 3rd down here for your Crusaders. They have about 6 yards to get that first down and possibly have a 1st and goal opportunity if not able to stick this one in the end zone. Josh Jones in the backfield with Bryson Shoup. Shoup takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and throws that one to number 3, Braden Smith. He is not able to hang on to that one, resulting in a 4th down for your Crusaders. Crusaders most likely will leave their offense out on the field here and attempts to get 6 points here as they trail this one by quite a bit here in the 3rd quarter. Jones will stay in the backfield to accompany Shoup. We have 4 receivers split out here on this 4th down attempt. Shoup drops back to pass. Shoup tries to get around a defender, gets around one. Shoup runs the right side and throws to number 3, Braden Stewart, for a touchdown. That'll be 6 points for your Park Place Crusaders. Crusaders will claw back a little bit, make this one a 44-20 game. Hawks still leading as the Crusaders take the field to attempt the PAT. It'll be number 22, Presley Craddock on the kick. Number 9, Brady Cruthers on the hold.
9 Cruthers to hold on the kick of 22, Presley Craddock. The PAT is good.
All right, the kick was up and the kick is good. Crusaders will now trail this one 44-21 here with 10 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Crusaders looking to send that defense out and have the same production as their offense here on. They look to give the Hartfield the ball back here for Hartfield's first offensive possession of this 2nd half. Both teams have taken the field here for the kickoff. Number 22, Presley Craddock on the kick for the Crusaders. Number 1, Brandon Buckalter, and number 2, Carson Seed on deep to receive for the Hawks. Although this kick will most likely be pooched right behind that first line here, so chances are they will not be able to get their hands on this one. And kick is off. He's a line drive straight to the outside man on the first row. He falls down with the ball at about the 48-yard line. This is where the Hawks will take over here. Crusaders defense takes the field here, looking to get a big stop and get that ball back here early in the 3rd quarter. And Will Elliott in at quarterback still for your Hawks as he looks to do something here with his team's first possession in the game. He hands off to number 18 on the right side as he forces number 1, Wooden, forces 18 to miss. And Wooden is ultimately wrapped up at about the 43-yard line and brought down for a loss. That'll be a good first play there for your Crusaders after a rough 2nd quarter. That'll be about a 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. Hawks offense looks over to the sideline to get the play for this one.
I know where it's going.
Let's see. Elliott takes the pass, drops back to pass, throws to number 17, Dawson Pike on a post route, but that pass was a little underthrown, hit at his feet. He wasn't able to make the catch on that one, so that'll result in a 3rd down for the Hawks here on their first drive of the 2nd half. Be a 3rd and about 15 here again for the Hawks with about 9:21 left to go in this 3rd quarter. A motion Buckhalter to the left side as they give to Buckhalter. Buckhalter cuts back to the right side and is able to break free as he makes it to the 30 and is ultimately brought down and fumbled out of bounds. So that will be at about the 17-yard line for the Hawks as they had a big play there on 3rd down for a first. Crusaders defense was able to hold up good on the first couple, but just couldn't make the play there on the 3rd. There'll be a 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Hawks. Crusaders with the blitzes. There's a quarterback keeper by Elliott, who's hit after a gain of about 6 on that one, resulting in about a 2nd and 4 for the Hawks here. Crusaders defense has a man down. It looks to be just a cramp as he's being stretched out by a teammate. A trainer onto the field to check this one out, make sure it's nothing too serious. All right, both teams have made it to their respective sideline. That was number 9, Brady Cruthers, who was down on the ground there. As he's able to walk himself over to the sideline with what it looks to be just a simple calf cramp. Hopefully, he'll be able to get that one taken care of pretty quickly and make his way back onto the field for the Crusaders here tonight. All right, both teams have returned to the field for action here with 8:51 left to go in the third quarter. The Hawks have the ball at about the 13-yard line. Crusaders blitz. They throw a pass that is intercepted by number 10, Josh Sykes, as he returns that one up the left sideline and just pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Big interception there for your Hawks as he falls down on that concrete, and that is a hard hit there on that concrete. Number 10, Josh Sykes, is down for your Crusaders. Let's hope he is okay and that one doesn't take him out of the game there for too long as the trainer runs over to check on him. Sykes is up. Looks to be good to go. Just a hard fall there for him. There's a big play there by Sykes as he's able to jump in front of Buckhalter and take that one back for the Crusaders offense. Crusaders offense looking to stick another one on the board as they're fighting and clawing their way back into this game here tonight. Be a 1st and 10 for your Crusaders from about the 44-yard line. Shupin Jones in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoop takes a snap, hands off to Jones. He keeps it on a quarterback keeper up the right side. After going through a couple Hawks, he's brought down for about a gain of 4 yards. Quarterback for the Crusaders, not afraid to lower his shoulder to get those extra couple yards. All right. Crusaders keep the backfield with Shupin Jones here for their 2nd and about 5 or 6 attempt here. Shoop takes a snap, hands off to Jones. Jones not able to get much on that one as he was hit right as he got the ball. That'll result in about a third and 6 here for the Crusaders. Crusaders back into a huddle here as they look to get their offense sorted out here as they need a big 3rd down conversion here to claw their way back into this one tonight.
3rd down 6.
Staying with Jones and Shoop here in the backfield tonight. And a motion by Timms to the right side. Ball is handed off to Timms. We got a reverse to number 3, Braden Stewart, as he cuts up field, but just very small gain of just about 2 or 3 yards on that one. Will result in a 4th down for your Crusaders. About a 4th and 5. We'll see if they keep that offense on the field as they desperately need to score here, or if they'll send that punter out. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and take a gamble here. We'll see what the coordinators have drawn up for us as she prepares to take the snap. At 6:47 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It would be a timeout by your Crusaders. That would be their 2nd timeout of the half. They need to talk over what they're going to do here on this 4th down conversion. right, both teams look to take the field after a timeout here as the Crusaders have hopefully drawn up a good play here to convert here on 4th down. Should be a big 4th down for them tonight, as the first down here on this conversion could possibly catapult them back into this game. At number 15, Shoop. At quarterback, number 9, Brady Cruthers in at running back. They'll be the only two in the backfield here for the Crusaders, as they have 4 receivers split out wide. Cruthers motions over to the left side. Shoop takes the snap, and Shoop drops back to pass as he throws to number 6 for the Crusaders as he cuts upfield and is brought down at about the 30-yard line on a big hit by number 22, Cruz Gardner, for the Hawks. But that will result in a first down for your Crusaders. Crusaders will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line as they leave Cruthers to Shoop alone in the backfield. Shoop hands off to Cruthers up the middle as Cruthers makes a couple men miss and brought down after about a 4-yard gain for the Crusaders here.
Tackled by 14, Jeselowski. And 73, Jay Smith. Gain of 4 to play, 2nd down 6.
Righty Jones in to replace Cruthers at running back as Cruthers heads to the sideline for a breather here. Timms joins him in the backfield as they have a double running back look here. Shoop takes the snap, drops back to pass. He throws to number 2, Miles Owens, who is able to bring that one in just short of the first down. That'll result in about a 3rd and 1 here for your Crusaders. Let's see if they'll keep this one on the ground here on 3rd down. If they'll try to get it through the air here. Have Josh Jones and Bryson Shoop in the backfield as they motion man Miles Owens over to the left a little bit. Shoop takes the snap, drops back to pass. Shoop rolls right, puts his foot in the ground, makes a man miss, and gets that first down for the Crusaders. Big first down right there by your quarterback, number 15, Bryson Shoop. Shoop looked to extend that play a little bit farther downfield for a second, but saw that he had the first down with his feet and just took it what he had available to him. Smart play there by your quarterback. Crusaders with the ball at about the 18-yard line here with 4:47 left to go in the second half. Shoop and Jones in the backfield with Timms offset, and they'll fake the handoff as Shoop will drop back to pass. Shoop steps up in the pocket and just flicks it forward to number 10, Josh Sykes, as he's brought down possibly at the 1-yard line, just short there at the 1-yard line. He made the extension there for the touchdown, but just could not quite get that ball in the end zone. And it would be a 1st and goal for your Crusaders as they hurry back to the line. Shoop at quarterback and Jones here at running back for the Crusaders. They have 4 men wide. We'll see if they keep this one on the ground, as they do with Jones, as he looks to be in there for a touchdown. That's Josh Jones, touchdown for the Crusaders. Crusaders will extend this one out to a 44-27 ball game as they're still down, but they're clawing their way back here as they have scored 14 unanswered in the second half. All right, number 22, Presley Craddock on to kick. Number 9, Brady Cruthers on for the hold. Cruthers signals for the ball. Hold and kick is up. Kick is good. Crusaders will be trailing this one 44-28 in the third. Alrighty, and number 22, Presley Craddock on to kick this ball off for the Crusaders. Buckhalter deep to return for the Hawks. But as one has not been kicked deep tonight, we expect that front line to recover this little pooch kick by the Crusaders. Crusaders praying for a bounce off the chest here as they would love to regain possession of this ball as they're fighting and clawing their way back into this one. That kick is kicked out of bounds by the Crusaders as the flags fly on the field. All right, the Hartfield offense back on the field here as they look to do a little bit of what the Crusaders have been doing offensively here in the second half. Crusaders defense looking for another big turnover stop here like they had last possession. Elliott in at quarterback for the Hawks. He looks to man this offense here on this drive. Elliott takes the snap. He's going to hand up the middle to Davis, who makes a couple men miss, but is brought down at about the line of scrimmage, resulting in a little to no gain. It'd be a second and about 10 for the Hawks here, with just little under 3 minutes remaining, or a little under 4 minutes, excuse me, remaining here in the third quarter. Alrighty, Hawks on to attempt his second down here. Running back, change position over to the left side here is they'll hand off, and he'll be wrapped up by number 52, Houston Jeffries, immediately brought down there quickly for a loss as your Crusaders look like a totally different team here in the third quarter. Alrighty, be a third and about 11 for the Hawks here as they look onto the sideline to see what their coaches have drawn up for them here on this play. Crusaders defense looking for a big stop here on third down as they're looking to regain possession of this ball. We'll see if they'll go to their big receiver here, number 1, Brandon Buckhalter, as they look over in his direction, but he is brought down by number 10, Josh Sykes, short of the first down. We'll have to see if that Hartfield offense will be willing to go for this one here, if they'll just kick this ball back to the Crusaders here. It was a good catch by number 1, Buckhalter, but he was just a little short of that first down after being tackled by Sykes. It looks like the Hawks will bring that punter out. Number 3, Braden Stewart, back deep to return for the Crusaders. Crusaders just got to make sure they handle this kick and allow the offense to take over here. The offense has been on a whole different level here in this second half. That kick is off at a nice spiral here for the Hawks as they'll let that one just roll down into the 10-yard line as Stewart never had a good look at it. Crusaders taking over here with not the greatest field position, not exactly what they wanted here on that punt, but they do get the ball back without allowing the Hawks to score here in the third quarter here. The Crusaders looking to do the same as they've done so far offensively here in the third, as they have scored 14 unanswered. And a minute 55 remaining here in the third as the Crusader offense takes the ball. Looks like we'll have number 15, Bryson Shoup, and number 9, Brady Cruthers in the backfield for the Crusaders. We'll see if the Crusaders will look to keep this one on the ground this drive, or if they'll start it out in the air like they did to start off this third quarter. Shoup looks to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Cruthers up the middle as Cruthers puts his head down and fights for a few there. Not too many, but it's a strong run there by Cruthers. All righty, that'll result in about a 2nd and 8 here for the Crusaders after Cruthers' run of just a few. We'll have a double running back look here as Cruthers and Keanu Timms are in the backfield for the Crusaders, accompanying their quarterback, Bryson Shoup. Shoup will take the snap, looks to pass, rolls right side, looks for number 1, as he has caught the ball for a first down and is brought down at about the 27-yard line for a big first down here for your Crusaders. Crusaders offense looking like a well-oiled machine out there in this third quarter. All righty, we'll have a timeout for the Hawks here, their first timeout of the half, as both teams will take it over to their respective sidelines, get a little bit of water here, and decide what they're going to do offensively and defensively here on this drive. The Hawks still lead the Crusaders 44-28 here in the third quarter, just a minute and 5 left in this quarter. The Crusaders are looking to put up a big score here, as a score here could put them right back into this ball game. As you can tell, the Crusaders team has not given up here in this second half, as they have fighting clawed here in this third quarter so far to put themselves in a situation to get right back into this ball game. Shows a lot of heart that these players have out here tonight. All right, both teams have made it back onto the field as we have a 1st and 10 here for the Crusaders from about the 27-yard line. Used to be Shoop and Cruthers in the backfield for the Crusaders. They have 4 wide trips to the left side for the Crusaders. This would be a handoff or a read option pulled by Shoop, as he'll be brought down for about no gain there for the Crusaders. It looks like he might have got a yard, but not too much there for the quarterback run. Alrighty, it'll be about a 2nd and 9 here for your Crusaders, as Shoop looks to take the snap, accompanied by running back Brady Cruthers and halfback Keanu Timms. Shoop drops back to pass. He looks for a screen pass to Timms on the left side, as Timms has a couple blockers but is not able to maintain his feet there after a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there for Timms. Timms looks a little shaken up here after that tackle, as he's on the ground. Let's see the trainer come out and see what's going on here with Timms, as he rolls over but is not yet came to his feet. All right, Keanu Timms able to get to his feet here and able to walk over the sideline on his own 2 feet, so that's always a good sign when a player can walk themselves off the field here. All righty, as Timms makes his way over to the sideline, Crusader offense takes the field here on their 3rd down attempt. It'll be about a 3rd down and about 6 here for your Crusaders, as this is a big pivotal 3rd down here in this game tonight. At number 15, Shoop at quarterback for your Crusaders. Number 5, Josh Jones. And it looks like the Crusaders will let that clock run out and take this one here to the 4th quarter tonight. The Hawks lead the Crusaders 44-28 as we finish the 3rd and get ready to start the 4th here tonight. Alrighty, both teams will take the field as the Crusaders have a third and about 5 or 6 here. As number 15, Bryson Shoup at quarterback, looks to have Josh Jones in the backfield with him, and not quite sure who that other running back is. As Shoup takes the pass, drops back, throws that one to number 2, Miles Owens. As Owens catches that one, tries to break loose, but is ultimately brought down at about the 34-yard line. Big catch there for the Crusaders. That'll result in a first down. Crusaders offense has just been able to bring it together here in the second half as they continue what they did here in the third here in the fourth. Shoot back quarterback with Jones at running back. Hands off right side to Jones. Jones cuts it around. Gain of about 5 or 6 there for Jones. Up the middle. Jones looks to have caught a cramp here in that left leg. Trainer on to check him out here.
Hartfield would like to thank its corporate athletics powerhouse, Community Bank. Simpson Orthodontics, B&T Construction.
Alrighty. The Crusaders offense is back on the field. Jones was able to make it to the sideline there. We got Crusaders in at running back to replace Jones here. Shoup at quarterback, taking the snaps here for the Crusaders. Number 8, Brandon McCullough in the halfback position for the Crusaders. Let's see what the Crusaders draw up here on this second down attempt. They look to pass the ball as Shoup drops back. Shoup rolls around in that backfield and throws to number 10, Josh Sykes, as he is able to bring that one in for a first down. Big play by number 10, Josh Sykes. Crusaders just continue to pass this ball down the field and get first down after first down. Alrighty, staying with Crusaders and Shoup in the backfield for the Crusaders. Four wide outs for the Crusaders here as let's see if they'll keep this one on the ground or stay in the air as they motion Timms to the right side. Hand off to Timms on the right side with Crusaders lead blocking. Timms able to cut up field for a small gain of about 3. That'll be about a 2nd and 7 for your Crusaders. Alrighty, looks to be that Shoup will be in the backfield by himself as they have an empty look here for the Crusaders. Alrighty, Shoup looking to take the snap here as Shoup drops back to pass. Shoup throws quick to Braden Stewart off the right side as he breaks a tackle and gets upfield just shy of the first down, brought him down at about the 15-yard line. A result in a third down for your Crusaders, about a 3rd and 2. He's brought down about right at that 15-yard line. All right, Jones back in at running back for the Crusaders. His quarterback, Bryson Shoup. Crusaders look for a big first down here. Shoup takes a snap, rolls right, looks to throw, but is brought down and sacked by looks to be number 14 for the Hawks. That'll result in a 4th down for your Crusaders. I'm sure you'll see the Crusader offense stay on the field here as they desperately need this touchdown to be able to get back in this game here tonight. So we'll see what those coordinators are able to draw up over there, and hopefully this will result in a Crusader first down. Alrighty, crew thirds in at running back for the Crusaders. See if they'll keep this one on the ground or if they'll try to get it through the air here. Alrighty, as they throw to, oh man, the quarterback and the receiver were not on the same page there on that fourth down. Looks like everybody was kind of on a different page there as we had a 2-minute motion but just didn't see the flag out on the field there. Did a poor job of communication there. Hawks will regain possession at the 15-yard line. Alrighty, as the Hawks hand off to the right side of number 18. It's brought down by number 5, Josh Jones. We got a fumble on the play. Let's see if they give it to the Crusaders here. Waiting for the official call on the field as it looks like the Crusaders offense will regain possession here. This is after a big strip tackle by number 5, Josh Jones.
First attempt, our place, ball marked at the 22.
Alrighty, it's Shoop in the offense. Retake the field after that big fumble. Crew thirds accompanying him in the backfield at running back. Shoop will drop back to pass. Hits Crew thirds on a screen pass, but is brought down at that line of scrimmage as you just weren't able to get those men blocked. Tackle was made by number 14, Jake Jezelkowski for the Hawks. Alrighty, as the Crusaders get ready here for their second down attempt. Crew thirds staying in the backfield there with Shoop. Shoop will take the snap, drops back to pass. Evades it and goes deep to number 10, Josh Sykes, who breaks that one up and is intercepted by number 1, Brandon Buckhalter. Buckhalter with a big interception in the back corner of the end zone there. Shoop took the gamble and went deep to his number 1 receiver so far this season. It just wasn't able to connect there on that one tonight. The Crusader defense will take the field again. Hartfield offense back on ball at the 20-yard line. Alrighty, we still have a 44-28 ball game here with 8:20 left to go in the fourth. Hawks still scoreless here in this second half. Crusaders have scored 14 unanswered. Let's see if that defense can get another stop here. As number 22 runs it right side, is wrapped up by 2 Crusaders there for a loss of about 1 on that first down play. Crusaders defense is trying to help their offense here and give them another opportunity to claw their way back into this one. Alrighty. Elliott will line his team up as the Hawks look to get their second down attempt here. A single running back look for the Hawks as he drops back to pass. Throws to number 17 as he's hit hard out of bounds by number 10, Josh Sykes. It'll be about a 3rd and about 7 for the Hawks here. The Crusaders need to get a big stop on 3rd down here as they would love to regain possession of this ball with about 7 minutes left to go in the half. Or in the quarter, excuse me. Alrighty, as a handoff to the left side as he is able to dodge a couple tacklers. This is ultimately going to be brought down at about the 40-ish yard line. That'll result in a first down for your Hawks. I don't know. Elliott at quarterback here for the Hawks. His first down attempt as he hands the ball up the middle to number 18, who's brought down quickly by number 5, Josh Jones, and number 52, Houston Jeffries. Big first down play here for your Crusaders.
Tackled by 52, Jeffries.
Hawks offense looking to run as much of this clock out here as they can. Crusader defense looking to get a quick stop here on this possession. The Hawks have already got one first down on this drive, looking to keep that to only one. The Hawks will have a single running back look. Elliott prepares for the snap, running off as much as that clock as he can. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, throws it left side to number 18, who sticks a foot in the ground, gets upfield, cuts across, makes a couple men miss, and he is off to the races. That'll be another score for your Hawks here. That is their first score of the second half here late in the fourth. That will extend their lead even farther and probably be the dagger that they needed to finish this one out here in about mid-fourth quarter. Hartfield will take a 50-28 lead as their kicker takes the field to attempt the PAT. Number 45, Adcock on the kick for the Hawks. Number 12, Ross James on for the hold. We have the hold and the kick is up. And the kick looks to be good as we have the official call on the field of good. Hartfield will take a 51-28 lead with 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Crusaders don't have much more of a chance to claw their way back into this one after that score by the Hawks. But hopefully we'll see that offense come out and keep firing on all cylinders and try to put up a couple more scores here in this one for the Crusaders. Alrighty, number 2, Miles Owens, number 10, Josh Sykes, and number 3, Braden Stewart are your deep returners for the Crusaders. Number 45, Adcock, going to be your kicker for the Hawks. Alrighty, Adcock prepares for the kickoff here. Looking to give the ball back to the Crusaders. And kick is off. Kick it rolls to Braden Stewart as he fields it like a baseball and takes it upfield. He dives forward to about the 25-yard line. That's where the Crusaders offense will take over here in the fourth quarter.
Blake Condon on the tackle. Ball went to the 25-yard line.
Alrighty, Crusaders offense looking to take the field here for their next drive in the fourth quarter. Crusaders offense looking to put another score up here. If they score quickly, maybe would have a chance to claw their way back into this one, but that one's looking slim here in the fourth. Alrighty, looks to be a handoff to Crusaders up the middle. As Crusaders cuts outside. About a gain of about 6 there for Crusaders on the first down attempt. Crusaders, the leading rusher for the Crusaders on the season. Looking to break one loose here for his team and put another 6 on the board for him. Crusaders staying in, running back, gets another one up the middle. Small game, maybe a yard or 2 on that one for Crusaders. Resulting about a third, and looks to be about a yard and a half here for your Crusaders. So Crusaders able to get A little bit bigger of a gain there than it looked like from the booth. At number 5, Josh Jones in at running back for the Crusaders with 5:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lenny Shoup takes the snap, throws quickly to the right side to number 10, Josh Sykes, as he's able to catch the ball and get down for a first down. A gain of a little bit more than 10 there for Sykes. Alrighty, Crusaders will. Shoup will await the snap on this first down attempt here. Jones will take the ball up the middle. Jones looks to cut outside, spun around for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. It'll be a second and about 6 here for your Crusaders. All right, Jones will stay in at running back for the Crusaders, accompanying his quarterback, Bryson Shoup. Keanu Timms will also visit them in the backfield at running back. Shoup takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws the ball to number 1, Wooten. But pass is broken up by number 7 and number 4 for the Hawks. That will be number 7, Myers, and number 4, Tyler Sheffield. The result in a third down here for your Crusaders with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Crusaders looking to just put a couple more points up on the board before they take this one to the house. All right, looks to be an offsides there by the Hawks. That'll result in 5 yards for your Crusaders. It'll result in about a 3rd and 1 for the Crusaders. We'll see if they'll keep the ball on the ground or if they'll decide to put this one in the air here on a 3rd and 1. So far tonight, they've done a little bit of both, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide to go with here on this 3rd down play. They'll give the ball to Jones. He cuts the ball to the left side, gets a gain of about 5 here for the Crusaders. That'll result in a first down for your Crusaders. Alrighty, Shoup and crew thirds in the backfield for the Crusaders. Shoup awaits the snap. He motions Keanu Timms over to the right side, fakes a handoff sweep, and brought down quickly. He's fumbled the ball, slung down hard by number 41 of the defense. Shoup looks to be a little shaken up there after that one as he slow to his feet. We'll see if the Crusaders will leave him out there, if they'll plug it, crew thirds back in at quarterback. That would be the second time Shoup has been slow to get up here tonight.
Ball marked back at the 44-yard line. Second down, 21.
Alrighty, crew thirds will be your running back here on the second down. We got a flag on the field. We'll see what this one's for. Not quite sure. Alrighty, both teams will take it over to their sideline here. Park Place will take their 3rd timeout of the half here, so there'll be no more timeouts left for Crusaders here. Hartfield still with 2 timeouts left to go in the half. Most likely they will not need those 2 timeouts, though. Alrighty. Crusaders back on the field. Hawks back on the field as well here. Shoop and Crusaders are in the backfield. Shoop looking to lead his team on a big second down play here. In motion, Miles Owens over to the left side. Fakes a handoff to Crusaders. Screen over to Brady Crusaders on the right side. He's just not able to make that man miss after a gain of 5 yards. It'll result in a 3rd and 15 here for your Crusaders. We anticipate here on this 3rd down play that they'll look to throw this ball deep and maybe get a big catch down the field, but we'll just have to wait and see what the coaches have called here for us tonight. Alrighty. Shoop will be in the backfield. Looks like he'll be accompanied by number 5, Josh Jones. So he trots in onto the field. Alrighty. Shoop takes the snap, drops back to pass. And tries to evade a tackler, but is brought down by number 73 for the Hawks. Right side, just couldn't get the block on that end, and he is sacked for a loss. Be a big 4th and about 20 for your Crusaders, as they'll obviously punt this one away here. They have just little chance to get this first down. All right, looks to be a little bit of confusion on the field for the Crusaders as you don't know who's going to take over at the center position. The Crusaders are actually going to go for this one here as Shoop drops back to pass. Shoop needs to get this one away, and he's brought down by number 13 of the Hawks. That will be into this possession for the Crusaders as the Hawks will take over possession of the ball with 1:30 left to go here in the 4th, and that will most likely be all she wrote here tonight. Alrighty, Hartfield offense back onto the field as it looks like they will just take a knee here, run this clock out, and take it back to the locker room here tonight. All right. As they took a knee here on their first snap, as that clock starting to run down here. You got about 1:17 left to go in this game. Hawks are just going to run that clock out as they have no reason to continue to run their offenses. They enjoy a comfortable 51-28 lead here in the 4th. About 45 seconds left to go in the half as they kneel this one down again. And that will be, looks like they might make them take another snap here and kneel this one down as both teams are still on the field here. All right, clock's run down to about a little under 20 seconds for us here tonight. The Hartfield offense looks to take that final knee here. And they do, and that will be our game here tonight as the Hartfield Hawks have beat the Park Place Christian Academy Crusaders 51-28 in a hard-fought battle. Crusaders scored 14 unanswered in the second half, but just wasn't enough to fight and claw their way back into this one tonight. Crusaders will be back next week against Lamar School at home at 7 o'clock, and you can tune in and watch that one here on the Park Place Athletics YouTube page. And that'll be it for us here tonight.